What the fuck is up? Yeah, that's how I'm feeling today. It's been a minute. About a week or so. About a week or two, I think, since I talked to y'all. A lot of stuff been going on the good side. Um, Relationship going really well. You know, we're bonding. Also, been doing a lot of work with Bone as far as, if y'all wonder what I'm looking at, I see some, I want to say they crows that are circling. So that means a dead body or something. I ain't sure. Who knows? But anyway, been doing a lot of stuff with Bone, you know what I'm saying, getting things ready, you know, so we've been talking about, you know, the future of the company, you know, companies, you know, I've been looking more toward combining everything because our very missed brother, Dino Brown, is about to get out soon. And so, you know, we really trying to prepare something that, you know, he has something to come home to. And, you know, to be able to walk into a situation where, you know, he doesn't have to build up, but, you know, he can walk into it and build on too, if you feel what I'm saying. You know, I've always been wanting to be my brother's keeper, and if, you know, that person has reached out to me and helped me in a manner that, you know, changed something, a situation for me, and it's only right of me to reciprocate. So shout out to Dino Brown, Tyrell Bone Johnson, anybody else that has helped Walt P become what Walt P is becoming, which is, you know, I like to call it, I don't know what to call it, but whatever Vlad TV and Say Cheese and all these other guys who took the podcast game and the art of journalism, verbal journalism, and made it into an internet phenomenon. Shout out to you guys, because that's what I aspire to be. I believe that, you know, this is the new way of information, of connecting with the people. I truly believe that. I believe that, you know, even though Vlad ain't my favorite, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot of opinions about Vlad, and they ain't that good. You know, I do admire how he gives these young guys a platform to really talk about, you know, what's going on with them. But I also don't respect how he's so blatantly, he doesn't want to give credit to the culture. He believes he is the culture. I think he believes that, you know, the culture doesn't exist without me. Well, let me give you a news flash, homie. If you disappear tomorrow, there'll be another to replace you. And, you know, you are relevant because you've worked hard. I can't take that away from you. I will not try to downplay your hard work. You know, I know what it takes to continue, you know, something like what you got going on. I know exactly what it takes. And it ain't just you wake up in the morning, okay, we're gonna do this, and all this stuff comes with preparation. You gotta reach out to this guy's people and that guy's people, and then, you know, you gotta go through the in-betweens first, and then you finally get in touch with the person that you're actually trying to get there, and then, you know, boom, now you gotta set it up. So I get it. I know what you're going through. I know what you go through, and imagine on a bigger scale than what I do, way bigger scale. But I respect your work. Don't get that part twisted. Just like when I was a rapper, just because I may not like you as a person doesn't mean I don't respect you as an artist, because I know what you put into this. You know, your music may not be my favorite cup of tea, but you as an artist have my respect, because I know what you put into it. I know the grind. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to anybody who's doing anything on that level. Hell, if you're getting up out of bed in the morning every day and you're going to put forth effort somewhere into something you putting your energy into, and it's bearing fruit, I salute. Real talk, I salute. So what we're going to talk about today, well, let's get into bitch ass niggas for a minute. I don't like some of you motherfuckers. Real talk. There's a lot of bitch ass shit going on, man. I'm gonna tell you, fellas, man, nigga, get it together. Some of y'all niggas acting like girls. I'm gonna tell you, a friend of mine, and I call him a friend, he's very dear to me, you know. But this nigga had the audacity to fix his mouth because I called him out about a situation that's been going on. I just been kind of feeling the vibe here lately, coming from him. And so, you know, I ain't the type to let some shit linger. We got a problem. Let's go on and get this straightened out. You know, what's going on? And so when that's met with, you know, hey, bro, you quit being sensitive. Nigga, you calling me a bitch? That what you saying to me? First of all, homie, that ain't never been me. And nigga, I know you. You couldn't fuck with me on a good day. Physically, mentally, it don't matter what the game is, nigga. I will rip you apart. But see, that shouldn't even enter my mind. That shouldn't even enter my mind about if you're a friend or a loved one or anything like that. That should not enter my mentality about you that I may potentially have to go there. That shouldn't enter my mind. So, this is a warning to anybody that I know. When you fuck with me, don't fuck with me. Because I put in a major effort to respect people. Straight up. I put in a major effort on a day-to-day basis to show people respect. Because I was raised like that. I came up like that. Respect is everything. Integrity is everything. Honor is everything. That ain't just no shit that I live by in the military. That's some shit I live by on a day-to-day basis. And you know, I know when most people say, shit, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, you do. Everybody does. Everybody got people in their lives that, you know, you give a shit about, you know, something happens, or, you know, a person cross you the wrong way, and, you know, you want to rectify that, you want to fix that. You know why? Because you give a shit. You want to straighten this shit out before it leads to something else. And let me tell you something. Between men, you know, I was just having a discussion yesterday with a young lady, and we were talking about how we see a lot of guys on some back and forth shit. Got to get the last word in, you know, it turns ugly because, you know, you're arguing. First of all, ain't no man, we ain't got no business arguing with each other. Even with my partner, when he told me that, you know, I wanted to clarify, you know, if what he's saying, and I asked him, I said, you calling me a bitch, bro? No, I'm just saying, you know, you got sensitive about the crack. I said, hold up, homie. Don't go there. Because you know me. And even if you didn't know me, don't ever fix your mouth to call me that again. Straight like that. Don't ever fix your mouth to call me sensitive again. Because I'm going to take it the wrong way. We're going to have a misunderstanding. That's your woman. That's your woman. And so now I'm going to let you go. Because this may turn into something that you don't want it to turn into. You're being very careless with the respect you're giving me. And at the moment, it's non-existent. You're not respecting me. So I'm gonna leave you at that. I'm gonna back off. I'm man enough to be the bigger man, and you got it, bro. Cause we gonna have a problem. Real talk. We're gonna have a problem. And nobody wants that. It's a pain in the balls. It sucks. It sucks when you have to go there with somebody. It sucks even more when you got to go there with somebody that you have an affinity for. So let's leave that alone. But I have been seeing a lot of feminine traits coming out of these so-called men, arguing with each other, back and forth with each other. You know what I'm saying? Used to be two men, we discuss things. You got a problem, I got a problem. All right, let's talk this out. So what's going on? Why you got a problem with me, bro? And then boom, 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 boom. Okay, just a misunderstanding. We go back to regular scheduled program. Now, don't forget on social media, call on the phone, get the number, text them, DM them, whatever the case may be, and then now you got a situation, and nobody's willing to back down. That's lack of masculinity. Let me make that. Let me clarify that first of all. If you are a man and you do not have the ability to listen to reason, that is not masculinity. That's feminine. Straight up. Fellas, you know what I'm talking about. Ladies agree. My girl agree with that. If you a man and you gotta get the last word and you can't, all right, hold up. Let's chill. Let's start over. If you don't have that ability to do that, bro, you're a female. Real talk. You jump straight to conclusions without hearing the other person's side, you're a female, man. You have feminine traits. Straight like that. There should never be a time in a man's life or any situation he deals with where he doesn't want to etch this shit out. Let's put the cards on the table and see what can be done about this. Because the thing with men, the reason why that's so important, and that's an important ability to be able to show, is because men physically we are strong. Physically we are dangerous, and so somebody may get hurt in the midst of a conflict. I'm not saying I'm the baddest motherfucker living. You may hurt me. May hurt you. But the point is, you should always want to seek a better route than violence, because that's the last resort. That is the last resort. That's why, this homie that I'm speaking of, that's why I went ahead, I gave him, I high signed him. All right, bro. I hope you have a good day. Because I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. This gonna turn ugly. I know me. Once I put it in my head, all right, this is what it is. The next thing to do is to execute. Homie, I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier, homie. Not no play shit. Nigga, I'm a soldier for real. Stamp, tried and true. You got the t-shirt. However you want to say it. Nigga, I'm that. So, it ain't wise to antagonize a nigga like me, and I'm being straightforward with you, and you're trying to mess with me because of how you feel, your insecurities, your shortcomings, making you feel some type of way. So you trying to deflect that upon me, project that on me. Not cool. Not cool. Now, I may be speaking on one situation that happened to me. It's very self-involved, but hey, it is what it is. That's how we do this thing. We give you a scenario that we dealt with, and we try to relay it to you, and that way, if you recognize it and you can understand it, that means it's relatable. That means you've been through something like that, maybe recently, maybe in the past, maybe it may come up. Who knows? But I'm telling you, between men, we should always be able to work it out. So if you're a dude out here, man, you arguing with females, you arguing with other dudes and shit like that, you need to check yourself, homie. Check yourself before your penis card get revoked. Because it ain't masculine, homie. It ain't masculine. Anyway, what else is going on? Beautiful day today. Hurricane, whatever the fuck, is, kind of making the weather act a little strange. But in my opinion, it was acting strange any damn way. Coronavirus still out here. Gotta be careful. That's all. Be careful. As we go into the summer, full-fledged, it's June now, next month be July. Just celebrated Juneteenth. Shout out to the lawmakers for passing that day, making that day, a national holiday. I don't know if I should feel some type of way that it's also the same month of Pride Month. You guys know what I mean when I say Pride Month. And I'm gonna say this too. That's also sad that Pride. Okay, riddle me this, y'all. Why are words that are synonymous with a happy feeling also synonymous with homosexuality? I'll tell you where I'm coming from. The word gay used to mean happy. Like, you look up in the dictionary before, I want to say 1990, probably 2000. If you look in the dictionary and look up the word gay, G-A-Y, it meant happy or gleeful. Now, homosexual have commandeered that word. Straight up. That word is no longer associated. Well, it is, but you guys get what I'm saying. It's also a marker of being liking the same sex, too. Pride Month, which used to be gay pride, now it's just pride. Pride is, a sense of self-worth, right? A happy, it's a positive thing. But now, commandeered, also commandeered. What's up with that? I don't get it. I don't get how your sexual orientation is so important. I don't get that. I never will. Somebody gonna have to break that down to me. What's the difference between you liking the same sex? If you're a man, you like a man, and me that likes to tie women up and piss on them. Why is your thing more important than mine? Why isn't mine recognized? Why don't I have like a flag with, like, those pictures, and like there's like liquid pouring out, and then there's like handcuffs. Why is my I'm not even making fun. I'm being real. Please explain to me why being a homosexual is almost a race, the way they make issues about it. But if you into S&M, you're a sadomasochist, that's a fetish. You like BBWs, you like SBBWs, then that's a fetish. you like smashing women's feet, or you get off like that, that's a fetish. But if I like, okay, let's break it down like this. I love my homeboy. I tell my friends I love them, by the way. I tell my friends, hey, I love you, nigga. Be easy. Not gay, right? But if we start fucking, then it's gay. Same thing with my dog. Love my dog. I don't have a dog anymore. My ex took my dog. I'm still sad about it, but it's what it is. As long as she left with the dog, I don't give a shit. But I loved my dog. Real talk. Fed her the best food, the whole nine. Wasn't nothing too good for the dog. But it ain't bestiality unless I'm fucking my dog. Now, I get where I'm going. I know it may sound like I'm rambling, but my point is, why is homosexuality such a big deal, almost as high up on the list of issues that go on? It's up there with racial issues, and I almost treat it as such too. Real talk. I don't get it. Labels. I've always said this. Labels and titles are so dangerous. Just so dangerous. I usually don't deal with people that operate in labels and titles. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. All your socialists, all your capitalists, your liberal, your leftists, your rightists, your this and that is. When you do that to people, you dehumanize them. I hope you know that. You diminish their human form, whatever. But that's diminishing a person to a category. Generalizing. You're putting people in a box, and you're telling this person, you're in this box over here. And 9 times out of 10, people that do that, you can't do that to them. You can't put them in a box. They're not going to let you. They're not going to let you. So people, what are we doing, man? What are we, what are we doing? I used to watch this show called Community. It was about this group that were going to community college. Some of them were old, some of them were young, fresh out of high school. They were there to get their degrees or whatever. A lot of crazy scenarios would happen and stuff. And so there was this one episode where they just came out with this social media app. I forgot what the social media app was called on the show. But on the show, the social media app operated with these dots. And the highest dots you could get were like 5. And so the lowest were, 1, of course, or none. And so what would happen is, all around school, everybody's downloaded this app. And so as time progressed, they literally formed these little individual societies within the community of the college in order to categorize your social media status. If you were a 5, it was really ridiculous too. Like, you could tell they were blatantly making fun of social media and how much energy and weight we put into social media, and how many friends you got and how many likes you get, things of that nature. And so if you were a 5, you were with the society that was like high society. You were with the elites. They wore these robes with like crowns, and They had slaves and stuff feeding them grapes, pouring the drinks for them, massaging them, fanning them, all kind of craziness, right? Then you had the fours. The fours was next on the pecking order, so they were sort of the elite, but they're not really the elite. And then it went to the threes. The threes were, they were kind of just like, they were cool, but they wasn't super cool. But you still okay. Twos were ostracized. They don't come near me, you a two type of shit. One, forget about it. And so there was this one girl who played, I think she played Bridget. She's like one of the cute girls on the show. In my opinion, not the cutest. The brunette girl who's like super, nerdy and reserved. She was the cutest one to me. That's just me. I got a weird taste. Except when it comes to my baby, she fine as hell. Universal. But the brunette girl, the blonde girl, she was the last holdout. She didn't believe in any of that mess. She seen right through it. It was like, you guys are tripping. So she started her own anti-social media thing, and she's, rallying against it and stuff. Real interesting shit. Real insight into how we view social media and people that deal with it. Even me personally, for the last 2 months, I haven't even been on social media. And I do that from time to time, sort of get back to reality, what's actually going on around me. Because you can't see through the fog if you're standing directly in it. You can't see what's going on around the fog. You only see the fog. You're in the fog. You get what I'm saying? You got to step outside the fog to see how far it goes, the width, the length, the density of it, what can be seen in the fog. You got to step out of that fog. You got to step up out of it. So I just, took myself away from social media for a little minute. Anyway, I just thought that was a neat little story for that show Community. Check the show out anyway. It's a good show. Donald Glover, I want to say Chevy Chase, he plays on there sometimes. Kim, what's the guy from Hangover? Played Leslie Chang. He plays on there. A couple more actors and actresses that are, doing their thing as far as, movies and shows go. So this is next to the last week in June, I want to say. Oh, back to the Juneteenth thing. I never really went into it like I really wanted to before I let you guys go. I had a thought the other day on Juneteenth. My partner, he makes T-shirts, and so he wanted me to see his designs for the shirts he had made up for Juneteenth. And so I noticed that the letters were colored in red, white, and blue, and not orange, green, and red, or black, green, and black, yellow, and red, something like that. The African colors, you guys know what I mean. How we'll take some, throw some African colors on it. Well, I noticed it and I called it out and said, why'd you put red, white, and blue on the Juneteenth shirts? He said, because that's an American holiday. Why would I put any other color on? I said, interesting. You just made a very valid point. Why would we put African colors on a holiday that's American made? And let's be honest here. The Africans didn't make any effort to come get us. While y'all talking about we African this and African that. We need to get back to our roots and all this right here. Well, guess what? If the white man played a major part in those roots being destroyed, so did they. I said it. So did they. So why should we give them so much credit for the things that we've accomplished without them? Tell me. Why should we give Africans that credit? Because I'm going to tell you something. When they look at you and me, American born and bred, Africans don't see themselves. They don't see my brother right there. They don't see that. You know what they see? They see the product of slavery. Yep. They see the product of slavery when they look at us. Now, I'm not saying we hate them. Not one bit. Don't hate anybody. Not even your enemy. You don't even hate your enemy. It skews your thought process. Makes you make mistakes. Act without thinking. Slippers count. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't telling you to hate anybody. Definitely not them. They are our brothers and sisters from another continent. No doubt about that. They are our brothers and sisters. But when it comes to things that we went through in this country, that's ours right there. That is ours. We got more in common with the white man than we do the African. Other than skin color. Other than skin color, we got more in common with them. Maybe a elevated sense of rhythm, creativity. You know, definitely. Music is definitely influenced by, you know, that culture. You know, because it's in us. We are descendants of them, but descendants means way down the line because we also got some other stuff inside of us. Do your what do you call it? Your hereditary shit. You know, go inside of get your DNA off and get them to look and see what you got going on inside of you, where you come from. I'm gonna tell you, man, it's gonna give you some real perspective and explain a lot of things. And I notice most people that take that leap and they do go into that, they tend to not really voice things too much. You know, they'll kind of keep it to themselves. I don't know if it's out of shame or what. You know, because when you find out that you're about 20% Caucasian, you're black, yeah, it's a tough cookie to swallow. But not really. If you think about it, we share more traits with the white man than we do with the African. We're a product of them. We had no choice. Call it Stockholm Syndrome, whatever you want to. The behavior that I see on a day-to-day basis is almost like the acting out of a child. Now, I'm not saying they're our parents, but I'm going to tell you, we are a product of slavery. Every single black American on the continent of Northern America. We are a product of slavery. You can contest all you want. It's the truth. Maybe your people got lucky and they were born up north or you know, some shit like that. And they didn't have to deal with it. And then you got, you know, some of you will argue, we were already here. Okay. If that's the case, if black people were already here, there were no ships, there were no transportation of us coming from Africa to America, on slave ships to be put into bondage. It's even worse. I mean, they basically came over here, seen us, and said, "Hey, you finna be a slave. Your whole family, soon they born till they die, you are born into servitude, slavery." And there was no protest. There was nobody fight. Nobody fought. And that's only for the guys that had a theory of we were already here, which is no, you weren't. You have this skin color. You 9 out of 10, you descended from Africans, and look at my skin. I got some other stuff inside of me. I know what it is because I did with my little brother. He did the DNA thing, and being that we had the same mother, same father, whatever he got inside of him, I got inside of me. So it's actually pretty cool what I found out. It explained a lot of things. But anyway, that's all the time I got, fellas. A little tired today. I'm gonna go get me something to eat. Kind of chill out for the rest of the day. Might jump on the game, I ain't sure. But stay tuned. Talking shit and drinking coffee's coming back. Absolutely. Oh, stay tuned for T-Wade Montana's interview. Got more exclusive interviews coming out too. We're gonna drop that this week. Go to his page, T-Wade Montana. Absolutely dope artist. A lot of knowledge up there in that noggin of his. I respect that guy a lot. Straight up. On top of he's a phenomenal artist. Check him out. Anyway, y'all be wonderful. Y'all be blessed. Try your best not to get in no mess.